What's up, good people? Welcome to the New York Set Podcast. I'm your host, Amon Focus. Just a heads up, this episode is full of adult content. If you listen to the show while dropping your kids off to school, you might want to skip this one and save it for later because it's a lot of cussing and a lot of gangster music. Today's guest on the show is Joffy Top Tiger, a good childhood friend of mine. Joffy and his brother General Deezy dropped their new album, Golden Era. And I loved it so much that I wanted to do my part to spread the word. So I don't know if I'd call this an interview. It's more of an opportunity for you to be a fly on the wall while we just drive around the hood, reminisce about back in the days, and listen to the project. Joffy tells some stories, I tell some stories, but really it's just two dope boys in the Cadillac catching up. And on that note, thank you for your unwavering support for New York Said. And if you haven't already, go to Apple Podcasts, rate the show, leave us a message. I love y'all. I'm out.
Let me borrow this shit for a second. You know what the fuck going on, nigga? Tower music, nigga. Big Jenna. Top Tiger, nigga. I know the vibes, nigga. We outside, nigga. Mac music, nigga. Let's get it. Turn me up.
Was born cubs and I trained them to hunt. I raised tigers on your draft day. You can go out like Lynn Byers down in Maryland. 34 gramming in. New York numbers, here come the hate. I keep a switching hand. I got them. Sorry, your honor. I will always tell you lies. And it's fuck to your laws. So they free all my guys. I had holes in my jeans. I had holes in my two shots. Shot for the brace bat in a rally from the boondocks. Bought me some grams and I never look back. Whoever thought I'd be elite with this rap? That's real shit. These niggas ain't dealing with sense. They penny pitches, wearing purses in these spandex jeans. You niggas tripping, all these brooms make me sweep up the room. I'm doing maintenance till it's 40, knock the air out your body, trying to deflate it. You basic, don't get put in the air before the ball drop. He 22, my younger shooter. He play with G-Lock. You talking like you been getting money. You ain't a pusher. You niggas only playing with Ari like Devin Booker. I'ma get her if she look up. The gorgeous gangsta, I'm from Queens, don't confuse us. I done took any jail I've been in. I had a phone in any house I was in. That's real shit.
Real shit, nigga. General, huh? You know my body, bitch. Yeah. Hit him with the ghost gun, I call my shit Tyreek. Play me as a body, nigga, and that's word to ride me. Keep my friends close and my enemies closer. Leave that boy missing, had that boy up on the poster. Top Tiger with me, so you know we lying hardy. Just know to get low, you see the shiesty, know I'm firing. West side up, dead nigga try to test my luck. He be in peace with the rest lined up. I'm on a mission, and your bitch insecure, call her Issa. When I'm clipping and I'm busting on the face right in the kitchen. I wouldn't talk to niggas, it was never in my lane. And I'm on my third rollie, never bust, he kept it Jane. Value only going up, you niggas should've did the same. Cause you're rolling life shorter than the part with Lil Zane. We all stars, I'm riding in that shit with the war stars. Your bitch jumping in like a porn star, giving her directions. You would've thought I'm working for OnStar. She lethal with her lips, her fishnet is see-through when they grip. Been a P, I probably treat you to a strip. Gotta be nice, Cuban on me, hit the lottery twice. You niggas pussy, I don't poly with mice. Get it going, bitches. You know the vibes, nigga. Southside, we been outside, big Merrick shit, nigga.
You're listening to the New York Said Podcast.
Fear not, my friends. This will be my greatest performance.
Give it to me.
Here we go. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
The clap?
Yeah, it's a sync. So like, once I get back to the lab,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take both our audios and then I'm gonna edit it to make it make sense. But what you been up to?
I ain't been doing nothing but working.
Nah, I see it.
Me with the merch, I got some ski masks. I just got printed up.
The one you was rocking in the video?
Yeah. The last video I just did when I had the tigers on them.
Where we at right now?
We at American Towers, Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Don't you think it's interesting over the years, like everybody and their mother feels like they gotta check in? I don't mean like checking in the sense of like they're out of town and they gotta check in, but people come to the building just to pay homage. You know, like, oh, I heard about this place. I just want to stop by and see what it's about.
Yeah, that's interesting because, you know, where we come from is actually, if you don't know, you would think this is a projects.
Right. One building project.
But yeah, basically.
That's what I called it.
basically, this is the one building project. You know, we carried that name for a long time because of the things we endured and the things we went through as youngins. Like, we was really like us against a lot of niggas out here. Like,
Yeah.
different neighborhoods. So you had to
Hold it down.
Yeah, you had to put on. So like I'm saying, that's what they respect most, and that's why I feel that is that way when niggas come through and people want to come to because of
The stories
yeah
and the legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
So talk about some of your earliest days, because I remember, I think my family's been in the building for like 40 years. After I graduated high school, I just like wanted to go see stuff. So like I ended up in different states and different places, but I've always come home. But I've always taken everything that I've learned from the building with me. Like I wouldn't have been able to navigate these other places had I not basically been carved by our OGs who really was fighting us, slapboxing us, cracking on us, sending us to the store. Like, talk about that, those early days.
Yeah, those early days. I think I came to the building, I had to be about 5 or 6.
Where'd y'all come from before you got to the building?
We lived, I think our last crib was, we lived in Harlem too. I lived in Amsterdam Projects. My titi Ema, we lived with her for a little while. And then we had an apartment here, right here on Merrick. I think this is what, we moved from Merrick, I think then that's when we made it to American Towers. We was on 227th and Merrick. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Wait, 227?
Yeah.
I got family on 227.
Yeah, we lived above the a store. It was like a Jamaican lounge bar downstairs.
Right.
We lived above that. And then we moved down here to American Towers. And
I wonder if that was the days of like Scarface owning that whole section.
Yeah, Tony Montana.
Yeah. With
that era.
His buildings all had the same type of brick on it.
That was that era.
Yeah.
I'm saying, because that was like, that was the early 90s, super early 90s. So, and then we moved down to American Towers and we ain't looked back. You know, we was raised with some of the best. God bless his soul, Cheese.
Cheese, absolutely.
Rod. We had Gerard. We had like Smokey. We had different niggas. Taki, he got killed in the building.
When Taki died, that was, to me, that was the first experience that I heard of like someone dying in the building.
Absolutely. That was around the
That
first
was like
one.
it was a big loss to the building.
Okay. Taki did a lot of shit. As a little kid, I used to admire that nigga because I was young, but I seen it and I observed. That nigga used to give out turkeys. He did that shit, champagne, to the whole building. I remember one time, mommy, coming to the crib, they all got champagne bottles and all that shit. This is shit Taki was doing for them.
Yeah.
For the building.
So that was a huge loss.
Yeah.
Of course, like you said, Cheese. What was one of your favorite like Cheese memories? 'Cause I got a few.
Oh god damn, I got so many Cheese memories, man. My memories with him, because he's a funny fat nigga. That nigga was the funniest fat nigga I know. And fast.
Very.
When I see him running down them steps that fast, and I seen Cheese do some shit when he put his foot on the top of the car, the roof of the car. I said, oh no, oh my God, this fat nigga. Because you know Cheese is big as shit. Cheese about 400 pounds, 400 pounds.
I thought Cheese, he disappeared in a sweep and then came out by the gate, like came under the gate by the tree.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like just squoze through, like nobody, like where did he go?
How?
Yeah.
And then I seen him do some funny shit. I seen 2 big niggas wrestling him. It was him and Sheeny. You know Sheeny?
Yeah.
And you know Sheeny big as shit. I seen Cheese suplex Sheeny. That shit had me in tears. Seeing these big, I said, oh my God. But Cheese is a big, fast nigga.
I saw Cheese pull up in a cop car once. And he was like, he just jumped out. He was like, I got y'all. It was like, what the fuck? Like,
he's a bugger, yeah.
Yeah.
No memories. I remember being young, even getting ready for school, going to PS 140, which all of us went to, a lot of us.
I went.
I remember Cheese had the motherfucker, he had the candy paint red Acura. And I used to always catch him in the morning. He used to drive me to school. I used to feel like the man getting dropped off to school with Cheese. Word. So
and I remember he had that airbrush jacket. You know, everybody knew him as Timmy. Yeah. And then one day he was Cheese. Yeah. But then when I saw that denim airbrush jacket, I was like, oh, it's official now, you know. But like you said, he was always funny. He always had jokes. He was always like a prankster.
Man. That nigga was different.
One year, that's when across the street from the building was empty. This was like a straight, like, you know. A lot. And he used to shoot fireworks from the rooftop, like Roman candles from the rooftop down at us. And so, I mean, like...
Yeah, that was the days. I remember Cheese. That's crazy that you mentioned an open lot, because if you remember, they used to have the carnival there too. Before it was at Ward Wilkins, it was there, across the street from the tower. So basically, I used to be there. We used to love when that shit come. I remember seeing Cheese, me and Cheese on the roller coaster, seeing his fat ass get on the roller coaster. That shit had me in tears.
That whole lot, like... when it was just a lot, when it was just broken glass, and we used to play with fireworks over there,
That's crazy because I got memories with shit too with fireworks and all that. But remember, if you don't remember, I had a bad experience with fireworks.
What
I remember
happened?
Knowledge.
Yeah,
You know,
Knowledge.
remember they used to
Yeah,
come,
Big
they used to
Knowledge.
give us fireworks and all that shit. They gave us fireworks one day. I think I was with Jimmy. You remember Jimmy?
Hell yeah, I remember Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I got a story about Jimmy right quick, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was me, Jimmy, Ty. You remember Tyrone? That he got the porter.
Yeah, and the guy and his brother.
Troy. Was it Troy? Jamaican Troy. They used to live across the hall from me.
Mm-hmm.
Them, me, him, Debo. It was a couple of us.
I think
outside.
Ibit was probably there.
Yeah, Ibit was there.
So you was in that circle when it blew up?
I was in that circle with them. These motherfuckers took the half a stick of dynamite
Yep, the blockbuster.
and put the shit in the paper. I'm right there thinking, I'm young. I'm younger than them. You know, y'all was a little older than me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was about 3 years. I'm a little nigga at this time. So I'm just happy to be there. These niggas take the fucking half a stick of dynamite, the powder, empty, puts it in paper, wraps it. Soon as they lit this shit blew.
Boom.
Blue.
That was hood news, like block news, I should say, because like everybody was like, "Yo, did you hear what happened?" Folks got, I think Ibit might have lost the tip of his finger, like
Yeah.
like some like a
My
lot
eye
of.
was fucked up. I think Ty eye was fucking my foot. It blew a hole through my foot.
Damn.
And what was his name, man? It was a motherfucker. He's a hustle in the building. Diesel, nigga used to be Diesel, always doing pull-ups and shit. What was his name, man? Rob Meek, I think his name was. If I'm not bugging Rob, I could be wrong, but he was brown skin. You got to know Stockton. That nigga was tight, carried me up the steps. Little motherfucker, I told you, you stay away from that shit. I mean, he carried me upstairs, word, that day. Everybody was fucked up.
Everybody,
yeah, like
I heard about it because we used to do that.
Yep.
We used to like 4th of July was the fireworks day, and then July 5th we would circle a block looking for duds, and so anything that didn't pop, we would do that same thing, unravel all the fireworks, and then dump it into a piece of paper. We called it a genie. Throw a match on it, and it would
exactly.
go.
Boom. Yeah,
But that shit, I heard that shit like exploded like a.
Immediately.
Damn.
Like that shit was crazy. All you hear was like, that's like a real bomb going off because everybody's shit ring. Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I remember Cheese used to shoot mortars. He used to shoot the mortars. He had the mortar cannon, and he used to shoot the actual mortar, like put the thing in, and it would shoot up to the sky, which was crazy.
Yeah. Jimmy, like, I didn't see them kids in years.
I haven't seen Jimmy in a minute. One day, Jimmy and I was on the roof playing around with water balloons, and we were throwing water balloons off the roof. And the house right next door to the next to the tree, was Miss Johnson's house. I don't think she lived there anymore. And she had a Jerry curl. And I remember, like, because in 140, she used to be like one of the, not the lunch ladies, but she used to make sure everything was going good in the lunchroom or whatever. And Jimmy threw this water balloon, and I don't think he was trying to hit her, but it was a direct hit. She was like playing in her garden or working in her garden, and that shit hit her in her Jerry curl, and I was like, oh shit. Miss Johnson went to every bodega in the neighborhood and just put the kibosh on water balloons that summer. But the OGs heard about it, went and bought the water balloons, and we thinking they gonna give us the water balloons, but they filled them up and threw them at us.
Oh.
And then anybody that was walking by, so like if you was riding by on a bike, you probably caught it. If you was just walking by the building, you probably caught it, because they just had a milk crate full of balloons that we couldn't get.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
So like coming up, what kind of like folded you into, because we all have choices.
Yeah.
And so like what kind of folded you deeper into like the nefarious things that may have been going on in the building?
Oh, well, my environment, and where we come from, clearly a lot of us ain't have it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we come from, we ain't gonna say we down below, but we, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have it. It was days that motherfuckers probably wouldn't eat if you don't go do something. So just a lot of those things, my family struggling at certain things, made me do shit differently or make certain decisions in my life where I would go down that route.
Because you rose to the top, like say like all the kids you grew up with in 140 and high school and all that, like how many are y'all still like tight like that? Like, from way back when that y'all still,
Yeah, damn, to be honest, there's a couple of us still around. A couple is dead, God bless their soul. Some is in jail, like my friend Mikey, he was with me from day one. You know me, Mikey, murder. Yeah. Him, Money Ron, these are guys that actually went to school with me, went to 140 with us, you know what I'm saying? Calvin, he's still around. These are guys these are day one individuals that was there. that's still around. So there's a couple of us still around.
And y'all known each other over 40 years at this point.
Damn
or
near,
30 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason, Joseph, those are another motherfuckers. Those are my guys. They was bad as shit. I probably
and
got
Chill's
bad
my
influence
best
from
friend.
doing stuff. Yeah, exactly.
That's my
so
big
you know.
bro. Like, not my big bro, that's my brother. Like, we the same age.
Mm-hmm.
I've known Chill 40 years. I've known him since kindergarten. And to know, like, I could count on him at any point. I could be like, yo, Chill, I'm fucked up. And whatever that means, he shows up.
Absolutely. And that's what he's supposed to. That's more than just a friend. That's your brother.
That's my actual brother.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers been together since kindergarten.
As a matter of fact, he texted me with my phone. Look, Chill just texted me while I was on my way. I'm like, yo, we always on the same page.
Dope.
This is what he said. Out of the blue. He was like, I do this. This shit go hard. And I was like, bro, I was just listening to this on the train.
Mm-hmm. I Do This is one of my favorite shits, too.
Yeah.
I actually, so you know what's dope about this project is that
Golden Era.
The Golden Era project, which was me and my good friend General Deezy. You know, he from my hood, too. We grew up with him, too, GD. So what's dope about the album and unique about it is that majority of the album is produced by Queens producers.
I feel it. It feels really good to not only, like, want to kick it with you and build with you and just kind of like document and preserve your legacy through this platform, but to actually like the music, to actually like hit the heart on Spotify, like, yeah, I like that, I want to hear that again, I want to keep hearing that. For me, I understand what's going on. Like, I don't like fully understand because I wasn't right there with you, but I understand more than most because I'm from the same hallways, you know what I mean? And I never forgot that.
That's what's dope, though, because we all came from that same place, so you could relate more to this album. But not even that you can relate to it, because not saying that, because, you know, some people are biased, but the music speaks for itself, the unique and the originality of the music, and why we name it Golden Era, because we come from an era of music, of real rap. So we just want to give the people a taste of that.
And
like,
I can
this shit's still alive.
I can hear the homages in certain tracks, like the You Must Love Me.
Yeah.
You know, like I can hear it, you know what I mean? And it's done like so subtly that you have to be paying attention to hear it. It's not like overt where it's like a big sample from the song. Like I can just hear it in the background. I'm like, oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
get into that.
I do this for the ones that's never coming home. For the ones that be lost to the streets. For the ones that get it the fast way. The ones that'll let they max spray. The ones that's on my JP, And I hate it when your moms cry. That shit just make me wanna murder. Gorilla. I even bought a mask and glove to bust slugs, but one. I come from American Towers. We was told to get $1. And still had my youngin' moving coke inside the projects. I got a crib and decorated the room with Glocks and llamas. I see shit before it happen. I'm ahead of my time. My whole family carry Jackie. I'm just cautious with mines. I set the guys out. We're setting them plain and shoot your chinita. Yeah, I keep it real. Make sure they feel us in the jails. They try to break me, but still a nigga strong. I'm gonna prevail. All Piscino. That 9 you gave me put niggas through hell. I'm him talking. You know the Top Tigers got the streets. You in that corner. You ain't getting no dollar. You shouldn't be. A little message. The feds ain't got no pics when they do sweets. Or the shooter. Even though the shots was meant for under the pillow. That's the only way that I can sleep. You a thief. How I'm supposed to trust you with the breach? I'm always driving. It's me taking the train, it ain't for me. I do this for the ones that's never coming home. For the ones that be lost to the streets. For the ones that get it the fast way. The ones that'll let they max spray. The ones that's on my JP, And I hate it when your moms cry. That shit just make me wanna murder. For real, I even bought a mask and glove to bust slugs for one.
Corona, nigga. I said I do this for my niggas on the block serving rock. Said I do this for my niggas. Hold up, I think I said that. Book boy know that he pussy won't get his bread back. Put him in the coffin for coughing, and that's a dead fact. Fuck a drop when I'm nervy off a op, nigga. Spot a nigga, know that I got him. Know my bop, nigga. Off the Migos, turn a nigga a G-host. Nothing but pain for these niggas, that's word to Skino, You ain't living what you rapping, you just acting hard. I grew up a little different, probably smack your moms. But I'm chillin', touch one of mine and it's still a go. I don't rap, I just be talking what I'm living, though. Do this for the ones that ain't coming home, cause it's nothing home. Do this for the ones that stay around with my brother gone. Do this for the niggas still walking, that's still popping. Half these niggas claiming they drillers ain't drill nothing.
I do this for the ones that's never coming home. For the ones that be lost to the streets. For the ones that get it the fast way. The ones that'll let they max spray. The ones that's on my JP, And I hate it when your moms cry. That shit just make me wanna murder. For real, I even bought a mask and glove to bust slugs.
But my favorite track on the album is The Commission.
The Commission?
I probably listened to that in the last 48 hours because, again, I was just studying up for the convo at least a dozen times.
Yeah, dope.
Both of y'all are in y'all zone, and both of y'all going back and forth, but y'all not playing at all.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, look, this is what it is. Y'all in and y'all out. It's like, damn, that shit is over? Because I gotta play it again. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's play The Commission. There's a lot of it, and I want to talk about it.
Tread lightly when you approach the ball. Fit for pain, don't be a poster ball. I took 20 and watched me make it 60. I've been getting it, they ain't fucking with me. I see a op, you know it's on sight. So many guns around, who you gon' fight?
I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna beef with these niggas, know they lying. Too many knockers on us, you can't stop us if you're trying. Just know it's on sight, I catch you lacking on fire. Got my 2 twin nines on me a couple days. I catch him lacking with his bitch, now that's a double take. I'm in the bubble face, eating off a couple plates. Niggas trash, run laps round them, at a double pace.
Better keep your sneakers laced. Show me the nearest lake, the effort thrown right in the water. I'm trying to feed it great. I catch a body by the Holland, I'ma feed the state. All you niggas out here ratting, I'ma feed my
I ain't
snake.
gon' stop till my squad rich. I get your squad rents, here to talk money. I ain't into talking
They try to
nonsense.
kill me, but I rose from the dead. I'm God's gift. It's not a game, don't make me blow out a flame out this cartridge. And you begging, who gave you sting for that? And you pussy, my youngin' to lift your fanny pack.
Yeah, might hit him just cause he mumble rap. Had the bag, but you fumbled that. Fuck all that talking, I get a mummy rap. You better humble jack. 100 walks at your door, that's a bumble pack. Knowing wherever thunder
I'll
at.
be damned if it's me. I'll be damned if I leech. Don't give a fuck about no time. I don't talk to police.
Yeah. Reach long pack maker, turn them cheeks on, come through, blazing that nigga, this ain't a piece,
I got
y'all.
your Ford in America. Don't call Erica. Nigga, we ain't doing no peace talking, I bury her.
Straight hysteria, Mr. Regular, before I go broke, I'm robbing and hitting registers, hoping register, y'all better listen, it's the golden era, and me and Joff is the commission, Big J Mason them, fuck chasing them, lining niggas up like a barber, whole case of
He'll
them.
never get away, I keep a go-go gadget. Not down a horse and a man on your polo jacket. Or the boat on your naughty. This big 40. I turn a giant to a shorty, or a white to a widow, a knife through a pillow. I wave it back and forth, I make him through the willow.
I'm a shorty but a giant, rep New York like the Giants, niggas never did nothing, know they lying.
Alright, so there's so many things that had me cracking up that I didn't catch the first go around. Especially when you was like, I wave it back and forth, I make him do the willow. And I was like, damn. This is one line that you say, you're like, there's so many guns around, who you gonna fight? Because there's been so many times where I'm just chilling on the fire escape, just like taking it all in or whatever. I'm looking out, just paying attention to what's going on. And every now and again, like everything starts out real nice. Everybody's like real calm or whatever. And then the sips start sipping and the drinks start flowing. And all of a sudden, somebody gets disrespected.
Yeah.
And then somebody wants to fight somebody. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And especially if they come from a different block and they may not know, they may not understand where they are, and they want to fight, and they're like, I don't think you did the math on this correctly. You know what I'm saying? Can you kind of talk about, paint the picture, like on any given day in front of the building?
Yeah, any given day in front of the building, that shit is like, you could never know what's going to happen at any given day in front of that motherfucker.
Right.
You might see 2 old ladies fighting.
Right.
You never know what goes on around that motherfucker. A nigga might get shot, a nigga might not get shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's just different, man. You can't, like, that shit, like, well, bro, that building is legendary.
I feel like it's like buried on like a Native American graveyard or something, because it's like the craziest shit has happened, and it's just always kept whatever it's been, like the allure of it. How do you maintain rap and reality? Whereas, because I know like you have a rep, and you know your name rings bells, and negative and positive, but how do you maintain that rap and reality aspect of what it is that you're pursuing?
I tell them what I want to tell them, basically, but bare minimum. I'm not gonna just be blatantly just giving them a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking reality in the music. I'm telling you what happened, or what we have done, or what I'm doing. But I'm not giving you some shit that's gonna put me away and then like these little motherfuckers doing. I'm saying,
Right.
I'm speaking reality
Now, you
rap.
even said that in your last video.
Yeah.
You was like, listen, I know the feds is listening.
Yeah.
This is all marketing and
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because this is something I'm telling you, like, nigga, I will do it to you if you force my hand. But
Right.
this is just rap. You know what I'm saying? We listen to gangster music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might take it out of context, but who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I like what I like. So
Yeah.
I'm a rap about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rap about what I've been through, what I've seen, and what I'm going through. That's just what it is. Like,
So let's play The Streets Never Loved Me, and like let's talk about what you've been through, because it would be a shame not to understand why the streets never loved you.
I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Tip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what? Niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Meek was in the ambulance with me, was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Joff, that's my brother, you know we moving tax. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, marriage shit. It's how we music, nigga.
yeah, man.
So what inspired that track?
Well, basically the beat was so dope and it gave me that a pain feeling, that soulful pain feeling. I said I'm gonna talk about some, you know what I'm saying, the real shit that I can hear. The name of the beat was Streets Never Love Me, so I said I'm gonna just build around that. So that's why I wrote the hook at Street Never Love Me, and we talked about shit that we went through in our life. I did it that way because we both had situations when we both got hurt, you know what I'm saying?
And,
So-
and what I love is that y'all didn't deviate. Y'all didn't go on tangents. Like y'all just spoke about, y'all kept to the concept.
Exactly.
How many times have you been shot in different situations? Was it that one situation, or has it been several?
Nah, just that one situation. I mean, I've been in a couple shootouts, but which none I was hurt in, but except for one. The one time I did get shot, I was shot 5 times though.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
How did that start?
Oh well, basically I was actually at a club that night. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we was outside hanging out that night at a club called Amazora. I think Frenchie had a show there that night. There was a couple other artists that was there that night, Mano, a couple other artists that was performing that night over there. So we just going there to show him love. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we went there to show him love. We didn't ever go in. I just happened to be talking to him outside and all that shit. Before you know it, I turns the corner to go come back around the block, see if I can find parking, and that's when the shots rang out.
You shut the car up.
Yeah, they shot the car up. Me and my man Big Nick was actually in the car with me.
Did he get hit?
Shot the car. He got hit in his leg. He got hit. He basically got hit in his leg.
And you got hit 5 times?
Yeah, I got hit 5 times.
So what do you think they was shooting at you with?
I think it was a 9. I got hit with a 9. Couple shells hit the car. Basically, when we driving, you know, I'm motherfucking jumping all over the car and all that. But I actually made it to the actual corner because I'm like, damn, I knew Jamaica Hospital was right up that block. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, I'm still up. I'm observing. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to drive.
For those that have never been shot before, what does it feel like to be shot? Is it hot?
Them bitches burn, yeah. It's a little pinch burn.
Okay.
Yeah, them shits burn. Basically, what it was, I thought I really didn't know I was shot that many times. I thought I was gonna be able to make it drive to the motherfucking hospital on my own, but what had happened was I was hitting my arm too, my hand and my arm. So every time I was trying to drive with my 2 hands, my fucking arm, it was driving. I felt like I was losing my breath a little bit. So I asked my man, Big Nick, where you shot at? He like, I'm shot my legs. So I said, you gotta drive. So I pulled over, I got out the passenger driver's seat, jumped in the passenger seat, and he drove. Word. My man, that nigga was hitting the cars. Wow. He was doing everything, because I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, Big nigga, I don't think, bro, I can't breathe. Because I was really starting not to be able to breathe. You know, they say when they get shot sometimes, after a while, if you hit a certain way, that shit fuck with your breathing. You know what I'm saying? I was losing so much blood, that shit was fucking with my blood.
And so you was shot in the arm, and where else?
My chest. I was shot in my ass cheeks. I got hit in the ass cheek. I got shot twice up here by my chest. Like one right here and like one right here. One in my arm, and then the one in the back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one in my ass cheek.
Do you still have nightmares about it? Or did you ever? Or did it
Nah,
just happen?
I ain't never really had no nightmares. I really never even remembered being in a coma and none of that shit. Because I know I blanked out for the moment, but...
Did it make you move different? Were you like paranoid or like kind of like watching every car that go by? Like, did it change you in that sense?
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit made me very observant. I don't play with cars. I don't even like cars pulling on the side of me.
Right.
They pull on the side of me, I'm moving up.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like it. I never really did, but that shit just made me more on point after that.
So after you got shot, y'all going to ER in Jamaica Hospital? Did they like run up to you, or you gotta like sign some paperwork?
Actually, it was a couple of us, because they met my man Hove, Money Ron, and them. They was in a bulletproof. We had 50 bulletproof truck. That shit was behind us. So they made it to the hospital. They jumped out and they helped me walk to the emergency room, because I didn't even know I was shot that many times. Instead of, because I had all black on. And I was big. I was around 250 at that time. I'm like 250. So I didn't even know I was hit. I knew I was shot a couple times, but I didn't know how many.
Was that specifically meant for you, or they thought you were somebody else?
I'm not even sure about that situation. Okay. It could have been meant for me, because I we did so much shit out here, man. I done hurt niggas. Niggas done try to hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't know where it came from.
Yeah, but I ain't never just blatantly just go hurt motherfuckers. Anything I ever did was just to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is jealous, and it should be weird out here, man. This world we live in is weird. Back then it was just weird. So basically that's what happened.
But like when you got into Jamaica Hospital, did they just panic, or they just fixed you up, took you in?
They panicked because they didn't know I was shot that many times. So as they taking everything off me, they start, oh my God, he shot here, he shot here. So they making me motherfucking scared, because I wasn't even scared at first. I'm like, nigga, I'm here.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna be good. You know what I mean? My man, he got in his leg, but what it was, I guess once I got to the back, I lost so much blood, they probably knocked me out myself. But I seen my mother, I seen everybody while they rushing me into the emergency part, the ICU, whatever, the surgery. And I see everybody, so I tell my mother, I'm like, I'm gonna be good, I'm all right. That's the last thing I remember telling them before I woke up probably a month later.
Did you have like a paid in full moment with like Money Ron or somebody, and he was like, yo, I'm out of the game?
Nah, them motherfuckers, they was wilding though. I know they was wilding. They was out there wilding.
Okay.
The stories I heard about them, I know that fucking hospital had 1 million niggas outside for me that day.
Of course. And the funny thing is, not funny, but like when you hear the story, you hear so many different stories. I always thought it was like you was at a backyard party.
Yeah.
And got caught up at a backyard party. I had no idea that it was Amazura and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, Amazura nightclub, bro. It was so fucked up because it was when they didn't think I was gonna make it, because everybody was sitting in an emergency room waiting and shit. So my man, when Big Nick, like I said, he got hit in his leg, so
did you think he was
didn't
gonna
have
make
life that I knew I was gonna make it. That's all I played to my head. I'll tell him I'm not dying.
Okay.
And no motherfucking, I'm not going out like that. But what happened was, when the nurse came out, she had told them, listen, everybody calm down, because motherfuckers out there wilding. She told them Well, one of them is okay. The one I got hit down low is like he's gonna be all right. The other one is not gonna make it, which they was talking about me.
She said that?
Yeah, she told
She
him
told all of them that you wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah, he might not make it. He's not gonna make it. I don't look like it's not looking too good for him. So they start wilding. Motherfuckers start wilding.
Wow.
My mom, everybody, they said everybody praying. They up there
Rose
wilding.
was up there?
Yeah, she went there. Everybody went there. They up
Shout
there
out to
wilding.
Rose.
Next thing you know, the surgeon who's actually saved me was his name. I remember his name. You know, you remember shit like that,
Right?
Because he was there through the whole process. His name was Dr. Sample. He was like one of the top surgeons at Jamaica Hospital at the time. They said that motherfucker, he came out there hipping and hopping, bopping, looking at everybody. What's wrong with y'all? What's going on? Why everybody looks sad? They telling him to stay. He's like, he's all right. I got it under control. And they said they just started going crazy after that.
It went from frowns to smiles.
Yeah.
In the middle,
in a minute of seconds.
Like Dr. Sample shit.
Yeah, that nigga came out and said, man, he's under control. He lost a lot of blood, but I got him. Wow. They said they went crazy in there. So that story, I sat there. I was in the hospital for like a month or two.
That's a down. That's a real deep down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to me about a high, like one of the highest points in your life?
One of the highest points that we love is when I was on the road.
Okay.
People that don't know, like...
Talk about that, because honestly, like, again, all I hear is hearsay. Wherever I'm at, like, yo, you know, like, this is the way I always heard it or just played out in my head.
Yeah.
Yo, 50 came to the building and scooped a whole bunch of the boys and just bounced.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the details of it was. I knew, like, a few of y'all. As a matter of fact, this is funny. I was listening to that 2050 mixtape.
Yeah.
And who pops up on the mixtape? You.
Yeah.
On the London Girls skit.
Yeah, that's me. That's before I was Joffy. I was still Jesse at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen? Like, this was like, who
We
was like...
We was in Banks and Yale. They had a fucking apartment in Manhattan, like off of Battery over there.
Okay.
In Manhattan. So they was in there. They had a studio in the crib. Finfin was there. That's when they was doing the mixtape. And Shorty was actually in the crib. And he like, yo, I don't know, yo, man, I was telling Phil, say, yo, we get on that mixtape, nigga, we got to say something. He like, yo, go ahead.
Wow.
And then the London bitch was there, so I said, this is what we going to do. And that's what we did.
What's up, mama? What's your name?
My name's Lily.
Where you from, Lily?
I'm from London.
Like that accent. What you want to do? What you doing?
I actually want to meet 50.
Oh, you want me 50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you really want me 50?
I don't want to meet 50. I want to feel 50.
I'm saying, what you trying to do to me 50?
I don't
Trying to
know.
do something? I mean, you trying to get your jaws wet or something? You ain't trying to hear that?
Nah, I'm trying to get my lips wet when I meet 50.
Say, man, you know, I'm all the way from Queens. I'm from the Towers, man. My name Jess. I never had no London, bitch, you know? Never had none of that before. I'm saying, you really, hold on. Yo, Fifth, can you come in for a second? I mean, Fifth coming though. Like, he coming, he be here in no time, he in the back. You know, just do what you gotta do. Swallow me off, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that, you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure you meet 50. Do what you gotta do, get that, you know what I mean? It's gonna be all right. You gonna meet 50, he gonna come. Don't worry about it.
You wrote that, came up with that concept?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Because that was actually shit we was doing on the road, so it was natural, it was organic. Because that shit we really did on the road. Like, if bitches was around, niggas was on some, you want to meet, like, yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
You want to get next to Fifth? You want to get next to, so you know how that shit go. I'm going to make sure you get this, I'm going to make sure you get that. So bitches is hype. So if they can't get to that nigga, they going to fuck the next niggas that's around.
Because that's one thing I do want to say about the Golden Era album is that you and DZ be painting some serious pictures.
Yeah.
Like y'all are very concise and sharp with y'all words, and y'all know how to tumble and flip them extraordinary. But you already know that. You don't need me to tell you none of that. But like, paint the picture of where you was in your life when all of a sudden 50 comes through and was like, here's an opportunity to go see the world.
I was actually in the building. I was on the 4th floor. We had a crib on the 4th, right above your apartment.
Yep.
Mommy house. I had took over Mommy house, so we was in there at that time. Party. We was chilling. I think what was I doing? I was chilling, but there was a couple niggas downstairs. This time I think it was Banks. It might have been Yayo, but my man Al, Weezy, these are a couple of the niggas that I grew up with. I went to school with them, so at this time, Fifth was looking rounding up. They was rounding up niggas from different neighborhoods. They went and got ice in them from 109, and then they came to the Towers to get me because I went to school with a couple of them, and they know how I gave it up because them niggas seen me in action. They seen shit, they knew.
They see you
So
actually
like,
put in the work.
Yeah, so they're like, yo, if we doing that, if we gonna go get ice in them, then we gotta go over here to American Towers and go get Jesse in them, because them niggas is putting on. They go crazy out here. So that day, they came to the building. I had niggas downstairs when they came looking for me. You know, niggas looking at them like they crazy. You know when you pull up looking for motherfuckers saying certain names.
Right.
They gonna look at you like you retarded. Like,
Bruh.
who? my man called me, one of my little mans, I looked out the window, I seen it was dumb. So I seen it was Banks, and he was like, nigga, come downstairs. I said, I remember Banks saying that, nigga, come downstairs. I said, oh shit. So I went downstairs. They hollered at me, they was telling me what they was doing and shit, and what they was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They had the mixtape, I think it was back the first mixtape ever.
Yeah.
Junior mixtape, they showed me the
50 is the
cover.
future.
Yeah. I believed in it, and I'm like, all right, yeah. So I said, yo.
It was fire.
They like, yo, we gonna come holler at Fifth tonight, meet everybody else. So that's what I did that night.
So did you know 50 before that?
Nah, I just heard of him, I didn't know him.
Okay.
So that night I went, pulled up to his grandma's house.
But you already knew Banks.
I already knew them, yeah. Banks, Weezy, Yayo. I didn't know Yayo really, but I knew him.
Okay.
But I knew them niggas more, Banks and them, because I used to be at this school. They used to go to August Mall, and I used to always be up there.
Window, but it's gonna show up on your audio.
Yeah, I used to always be there at August Martin. I used to come up there, always get into fights. Lost Boys fight with niggas. So them niggas was back black niggas. They was never with none of that Lost Boy, none of that shit. But I always respected Al and them niggas, so them niggas was gangsters. So we ain't never had no real issues with them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was able to come get me, because they ain't never had no issues with me. I had issues with other niggas from around them. So they came and got me. We went to Fifth grandma's house. I met Fifth that night. I think who I bought with me? I think it was me, Money, Ron. I think I bought Low, my man Low. I think I bought Eddie. But I bought a couple niggas with me. Hove, I bought a couple niggas with me to Fifth crib to meet Fifth. Talked to him, all that, we did the unit, that, whatever. That nigga told me shit he wanted to do, and I said, I'm all in, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking for a way out anyway. Trying to figure out, like, nigga, this shit going probably, I believed in that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it worked for me, that shit really worked. I believed in him, we held it down, we brought us together, and we was unstoppable after that.
So did y'all, like, go overseas first, or did y'all tour the States first?
Toured the States first. We went, once the fucking mixtape took off, we went on a mixtape tour.
Okay.
He might have been, them niggas might have been one of the first artists going on the mixtape tour. Niggas wasn't doing that.
Nah.
We went on a mixtape tour, I think the first show was in Pittsburgh. I remember this shit vivid.
Was there ever times on the road where you was like, yo, we gotta
Yeah, hell yeah.
called on for what we here for?
Hell yeah. Everybody's security. That's how we live, bro. We all on the road. We here to protect the bag, protect each other. So if shit pop off, we all going now. Everybody's security.
You remember a time where you were like, that you could share that some shit popped off in another state or a country?
Where the fuck was he at? Where was at when something popped off? I think it might have been a Connecticut show, one of these shows, but I remember this shit. I think a bottle throw, Money Wrong, got hit with the bottle.
Damn.
Fifth, we all jumped in the crowd. Everybody get it on. Even everybody.
Yeah.
The rappers, everybody. But it was more shit. Even in Florida, I bet my busted nigga head crazy in Florida. Coming out the club. These niggas fighting.
You talking crazy or?
Yeah, niggas is getting on. These niggas is getting on money. All these niggas fighting. I got two bitches. I'm walking, whoever we doing, you know, we chilling. I got the Henny in my hand, because we always had Henny. You know, the venues, they leave whatever you ask for, they got it for you. Henny, food, whatever.
Yeah,
so after the show, we'd take the bottles, whatever we got. I'm coming out, these niggas is getting it on. We in Florida, niggas is getting it on. I see one nigga, he going crazy. He hit niggas. As soon as he turned around, I took that, the bottle didn't even break. Cracked the right upside of shit, blah! Split shit right to the white meat, right to me, they kept it moving. He over this shit, wilding blood everywhere. I'm like, we getting the fuck out of here. We all got in the cause it was a lot, man, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
I seen a whole lot more on that road, man.
But that was your purpose. That's like you was there to make sure that, like you said, protect the bag.
Yeah.
So what was the demise that, like, because the crazy thing is not everybody went home, because like Leak's still there, Kelvin, like everybody, but even y'all still good, right? You 50 still good?
Yeah. Fifth been doing a lot for niggas. That nigga been letting me come out perform.
Okay, cool.
I'm opening up for certain shit. Word, that's family. My thing was when I got sent home off the road, it was because an issue had happened, right? It was an issue. We was in Boston. It was an issue over a jersey. Right. The thing is, my man Holly Nelson was on the road. It was a bunch of jerseys.
Right.
Niggas have so many throwback jerseys. It's a shame. What happened was, the jersey was just around. My man Holly had the same jersey. So I'm asking him, he like, yo, gotta take it. You know, there's mad jerseys around. So niggas don't give a fuck about this shit.
Right.
It was so much. Niggas are taking what they had. Where you can have it on. So I took the jersey. I didn't take it. I didn't know it was so it was a nigga named, I forgot the nigga name.
Nah, you ain't gotta go into that detail. I just wanted to, in the sense, because I mean, that story's out there.
Yeah.
Times. I'm just saying, like, to go home where you're just like, word, like, out of all the work I put in, I gotta go home. Like, what was you at that point? Now that you go from, and what countries did y'all go to?
Damn, I done been in a lot of countries, bro. I done been to fucking all parts of Germany, Australia, Jamaica, Africa. I've been to Japan.
And so, like, how has that changed you? Like, and that's what I love. Like, I've done some traveling, but to come back home and still be good in your own home, for me is it's priceless. Like, you can't buy that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So how did that change you, going to see all these things and then coming back and, back to life, back to reality?
Yeah. I wanted shit to be different, but, like the Fifth was always telling niggas when we was around, like, figure out what y'all want to do. It was always job opportunities and search niggas do, but at that time we was young. So me just being there, seeing the sightseeing and seeing all the shit we seen, I was appreciative of just that alone, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do at that time because we young.
Right.
Like now would be different. At this time, because I know so much. But
way more living under your belt.
Yeah, then we was just young and living. Even the artists didn't know what to do really besides rap, because we was just young living at that time and traveling the world. Motherfuckers wasn't traveling the world. I seen more places than actual rappers these days seen.
Yeah.
I done been a lot of places.
It's a whole different platform dealing with 50.
Yeah, I have a whole motherfucking passport full of stamps. So I done seen a lot of places. I done seen a lot of shit.
Eating a lot of things and
different meals, different, you know what I'm saying, different jobs. That shit was it was a great experience, man. So, and I'm thankful from every day of that shit. I ain't gonna never hold that back. That shit was a beautiful thing.
So to come back off that experience, and then, time goes by, and then you get caught up, and now you locked.
I got locked up. I'm motherfucking being bad. Niggas is young. I still doing what I'm doing. So what happened was, it was police all out. When I got locked up, when I got off the road, I got locked up doing dumb shit. Young and dumb, drunk. Police downstairs. My dumb ass think I'm tough. I sent some shots out the window, playing around. Just playing around. I had like a
113?
Yeah, 113. I sent some shots out the window. Then I think I'm tough. I come downstairs, walk past them. I had a couple niggas with me. I'm walking past them. Like, yo, you come here. I'm like, man, come what? They do all that extra shit, grab me up, yoke me up, pull me in the car, mace me. The whole building.
I just want to say, I know the building got rivals, always have, always will, but 113 has always been like one of y'all biggest rivals, and then you go and do that. You just give them a reason.
Give them a reason. I gave them a reason. I hated them. I'm like, man, those are the days young. We ain't give a fuck back then. I was young and didn't give a fuck at that time. The whole building was getting. We even had bitches out there fighting. Homegirl dead yelling. I was out there. They was out there getting it on. I'm in the motherfucking back of the paddy wagon, hitting my head against the window, trying to break the window.
Damn.
Willie Boo, remember Boo?
Yeah.
Boo, big Boo ass. He out there punching the shit out of police. They all getting it on. The funny shit is that they didn't even lock nobody else up because
just you.
Yeah, because they was hitting bitches. They was out there hitting girls, but they didn't know. They didn't know that was me that did it. They just want to be extra. They was stopping everybody, just doing extra shit. So I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't touching me.
Yeah, it's funny because as a kid, I probably was getting stopped 4-5 times a week. Just going, in my high school days especially, and I just fit all types of descriptions, so to speak, and the cops would just stop you, and sometimes they'd be like, look, frisk you, and they were like, all we want is guns. Mm-hmm. We're not looking if you got crack and weed, we're not interested in that. Today we want guns. And then another day they're like, yo, you got a roach on you. We throwing you in the paddy wagon. You just never knew,
Never knew, bro. Back then, niggas going to jail for fucking.
And so when I heard about stop and frisk, I was like, what's that? I was like, that was just Tuesday growing up. It didn't even have a label. They were just constantly stopping us.
That shit was bullshit, man, back then. And then to see what happens now when motherfuckers is not, you're not even going to jail for none of that type of shit no more.
Right.
Shit, they was sending us to jail for fucking, like you said, roach.
A whole record. It felt like, not even felt like it was just a big trap. Mm-hmm. Give you a record, make things super hard for you. Like you said in one of your songs, yo, they don't have no pictures with the sweeps. So, if you out there, you out there. Yeah. If you get caught up in the sweep, you just get caught up. And then they sorted out at the precinct.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know which track that was, but
that was I Do This.
Yeah.
On that. The feds ain't got no pics when they do sweeps at all, because if you could just be around us, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Around niggas, and you could get caught up in that just from being affiliated, just saying what's up to a nigga every day.
Yeah. And it's crazy because one time I was an undergrad. This is when I was in Mississippi, and I had these super long dreads that I grew out or whatever. And I came home and I was crossing Merrick, and I think I was going to go see Miss Atkinson that owned the flower shop at the time over there. So I was crossing the street and the D just jumped out on me. So I'm in the middle of the island, blank van, no nothing. The dude jumps out He's like, yo, he starts just immediately going to my pockets. And at the time I smoked cigarettes, I was smoking a Newport. He's like, you smell like weed. And I was like, I don't smoke weed. At the time I wasn't smoking weed. And I was like, nah, that's the Newport. He's like, nah, you smell like weed. And he's he's like, if I find weed, you getting in it. Like, he pointed to that. And I was like, I don't got it. Then he was like, so where do you get it? Start naming off blocks. Start naming off people that you and I know and names that you know and maybe even you. And I was like, bro, I just came home from school.
Yeah, I
don't know what you're talking about, you know? And so he's going on, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what you talking about. And he's like, what? And he gets frustrated and he bounces. But like, he did all of that right there in the middle, like just stop traffic, just to harass me. So then I go around the way and I seen one of my people's Keith, and I'm like, I told him what happened. He started laughing. He was like, yo, look at you. You look like you own a house. Like you look like you own a weed spot. Because I had like a fresh white tee and I had just got my dress done. I was like, but still, yo, like it didn't. Yeah. I was like, but what happened was when he pulled me over, I started laughing. And he was like, yo, what's so funny? And I was like, yo, I have not been home 20 minutes. Yeah. Like it's just like a laugh of relief. Like I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. This is bullshit. So, you know, and again, that's that 113 food shit. 130,
yeah. No motherfuckers, something else, man. Yeah. I had my fair shares with them guys. I'm glad. I'm just happy that I'm far ahead of that now.
No, hell yeah. To get beyond that, like, but I did want to ask you, like, where was your headspace on this last go round? Because again, in another song, you talk about getting locked for some shit you didn't do. Yeah. But to come home and be like hyper focused.
Well, basically, this time around it was a little different because I did more time than I did back in the days. This time was a little bit more. I did almost 3 years this time. So basically, I had enough time to really evaluate myself and see shit from a different aspect. I was in a different mind state, really, to be honest, because I really didn't know what I wanted to, like, where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do yet. Because mind you, before I got locked up, I was doing what I'm doing, but I wasn't really focusing on music the way I am now. Yeah. So basically, you know what I was doing. Yeah. I'm heavy on street timing. Uh-huh. So when I got locked, when I knew I had to finally go in, that's when that shit really started hitting me, knowing that how many motherfuckers and how many family members that I got that depend on me, that need me. So that's what really took me to another place. But I'll be like, yo, this has to be my last stop. Because at the end of the day, it's like, we getting older. I ain't young. Nope. I'm in my mids. I'm in my 30s. So it's like, it's no way in the world that I can go home and still do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my whole time focusing in there, being in there, is like, yo, I have to do things different. Because I'm not going back to jail. And I don't see how a lot of motherfuckers can deal with that. There's some motherfuckers so interested. I don't know how to say that word. But so many motherfuckers that be caught up in this jail shit that they don't know how to live outside of jail. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they happy with getting locked up. I can't live in jail. I'm not gonna hold you. So jail is not for me.
So like there's definitely young people that's paying attention to Joffy Top Tiger and hearing the tunes and hearing the messaging and seeing the pictures you painting. How do you discern to say basically like, look, this is rap and this is what the reality is, in the sense of like, yo, if you go this route, you might find yourself locked. You might find yourself murdered. You might find yourself locked for murdering somebody. You know, like, can you talk about just coming full circle with it?
Yeah, well, see, even with that, like, you see how you see, like, you just saying that about me saying certain things you seen, like, even with that, I try, even though I rap the way I rap, when I got the time, when I could see, like, how we doing this now, when I got the time to give some advice or tell niggas shit, I do it. Because it ain't nothing, like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with having a job. You know how many tough motherfuckers I know I grew up with that got jobs and still bust your fucking head to the white meat? Yep. So you thinking you not having a job is gangster? It's not, homie. There's nothing wrong with having a job. That's gangster. I actually got a job. I'm out here working and doing rap. Every last dollar I have right now is put into music. But I'm not just out here just doing anything when it comes to that. This is what I'm focused on. See, these motherfuckers these young niggas, I just wish they would stop with all the rolling packs and dead homies and because there's other ways to rap. You can have friendly rap beef too. Right. These motherfuckers don't even want to have friendly rap beef. They want to roll you up. They want to shoot you. They don't gotta be that, nigga. You can have friendly rap beef, nigga. Who's better? Right. And the people still listen. It's just so bad because negativity spreads so fast. This is all they see.
I like what you're doing with No Rap Money Ox.
Yeah.
And Ox been doing it for a minute.
Yeah. Ox is my man. Well, basically, Ox and them I came up with Ox and them in my high school years and my teens because my man Reem, one of my good friends at the time his name was Kareem. God bless his soul. He passed away. He's from Laurelton. You know what I'm saying? These are his niggas, and Reem brought them around me. I should have got off this month. Look what he did. Reem brought them around me. You know what I'm saying? My friend Kareem, God bless his soul. And this is how I met Ox and all the rest of the guys from down in Laurelton. And we held that. We had our little issues here and there with each other, but we really wasn't with them. It was with older niggas around them. So we had our little back and forth, but it was nothing really that serious. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We came together right now because it's like, you know, we could relate more to each other. He did time, I did time.
No, I'm a winner. I'm a Spurs for the summer, stack for the winter. A Fiji when I turn to your block. No, I'm a spinner. For that cheese, I get them chopped up. Wrangle what I keep in the car. You know I'm boxed up. My bitch tried to tell me she was tired. I don't need her. She mad cause I ain't giving her dick. That's how I feed her. I took 100 and I threw it in the pot. Watch the bubble cook down until the turn of the base. Festival oil. All in all, I was born with a gift. That's getting money. When I step, I leave the footprint stains. I'm from the muddy. Take it easy. I keep a grip on my jeans. I make it bloody. Send a Mac to come and clean up your set. Julius and Sonny. I'm from Queens, nigga. JFK, what they talking about? A couple things from Medellin, I never seen a drought. Come on. I'm gonna do this for we. I'm gonna do this for Queens. I grew up around the G's. We don't talk the police.
We don't fuck with 12, I get these niggas shells, huh? Flow is heaven sent, but I'ma get these niggas hell, huh? Little over 12, I had the 12 up in my pail, huh? Waiting for the day to show these niggas I rebel, huh? Body is a body, yeah, I'm right up in your lobby. I be known for OD and nigga Whitney, Christy, Bobby. Niggas tried to line me, yeah, they caught me right by Kazi. Double back and brought the trouble back, I caused the kamikaze. Y'all niggas know my body, I can drum and make your body rock. You probably hot, thinking we the same, I guess you probably not. Shit'll go bing bong when that thing wrong. A nigga knock, I'm King Kong with some bling on. This nigga not you if you lame, speaking on my name, the cigar pop you be in and out of surgery. Need a bigger doctor, you bitch. Coming at me sideways, but I ain't knocking your pitch. Not something I believe, I get you locked in the ditch. You niggas dances, I don't even tick tock on my wrist. I been litty and everything 50, but the only stars in my city is NBF.
I mean, hold on, King, give me the rest. Job tell them they better come correct. If not, when they breathe, I'ma take a fucking breath. Now if they ask what I'm on their neck. I'm the nigga that can get you together, get you stretched. I'd rather get to a check than get you next, but it could go there when I ain't trying to rap. I want wreck. A nigga fresh home, caught up in the rap shit with a glow that a 4K camera couldn't capture. It's no Rap Money Ox. I am and always will be the it factor. So many stories to tell, so much life to live. Nigga, my bid ain't even a big chapter. I get everything I go after, cause I'm a hustler, a gangster, and no sequence. Nigga, use a fraud, your stories is all pretense. Talk drill talk, you niggas is all defense. Got the cheat code just to duck beatings. You wanna find me, I'm at Seacoast, really eating.
I'm gonna do this for we. I'm gonna do this for Queens. I grew up around the G's. We don't talk the police, no.
I ain't gonna chew your ear off too much more. I got just a few more questions.
Yeah, do your thing.
Talk to me about the birth of Top Tiger.
I'm big on cats. That's the funny shit that I really got a love for cats. I like cats, little cats, big cats. So I like, and why I choose the tiger and not the lion, because the tiger is actually bigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you hear me in my music, I'll be like the biggest, is because I'm really referring to that. They might think I'm referring to something else, because niggas be saying the biggest a lot, but that's what I'm using
you
it
said
as. Something
to the extent of like tiger with a lion heart.
Yeah, tiger. Yeah, we tigers with a lion heart, basically, because the lion, the king of the jungle. He got the biggest heart, even though he's not bigger than the tiger, but still has the biggest heart.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? We the biggest with lion hearts. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it is. The tigers, we big on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on niggas putting their own work in, earn your own stripes around here, man.
Yeah.
So that's what that come from. Tiger. We come from. Let's take it easy, tiger. Yeah, tiger. So that became a word we use, and it just made sense.
Yeah.
It just came together for me. So
I like how
Top Cat.
This definitely like branding. And when I say branding, I mean in the sense of your signature sounds, where like you Clear Your Throat. I heard that in that freestyle and a few other tracks. You say yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other name is Joffy Flake.
yeah, I had all type of names.
It's just crazy.
Nah, I just be on some top. I be on top. My shit top. Anything I decided to do for, I'm like, fuck it, I'm changing. So like, I'm big on top now. I be saying top a lot in my raps. Top at the end of it and shit like that.
So talk about the chemistry between you and DZ, because like the way you and DZ come in and out of verses is flawless. And your sound is complementary. It's like Mob, it's like EPMD, it's like the duos that we grew up, basically that was the soundtracks of our lives, that actual golden era.
That's my brother. That's the Brown brother.
Yeah,
that's
keeping
crazy.
in touch.
Yeah, and that's why we use the Brown, we say Brown brothers and Brown boys, because if people don't know, well, I'm gonna let them know now that both our last names are Browns. You know what I'm saying? So that's family.
In my
that
imagination, I was like, yeah, they really like that brown liquor.
Yeah, we like brown liquor, but that's what niggas would automatically think it's about liquor, but it's not.
Right, okay.
It's really based on relation, family and family
Actual
shit.
family.
Yeah, because he's a Brown, I'm a Brown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all the Browns, even my cousins and my brothers and them, we all say Brown boys because that's our last names. You know what I'm saying? We big on Brown. That's DZ last name. He going, you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be with him forever. Pass it down to his kids and whatever. So we Brown boys, you know what I'm saying? That's where we get that from. That's why we use that. But we go together because, you know, we from the same place. So we share some of the same stories and been through some of the same shit. So that's why we so good together when it come to that. And he been rapping. He rapped before me. He always been nice. That
He's
nigga
definitely nice. The
wordplay, wordplay, whatever you want. That niggas, they can't fuck with him. They know that. That boy different. I mean, him, Frenchie.
Do you think DZ made you step it up?
Yeah, he made me step it up, but then again, I made him step it up because they not used to this side of me. They know I can do, but they like this shit I got going on now with the way I'm coming. Yeah, like that make a nigga be like, hold on, that's y'all coming. So that makes you even go harder. Know what I'm saying? So where he lacked that is where he picked it up at, because he like, this nigga Joff is not playing. Okay, know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I not playing because I'm rapping with them niggas. Right. So coming up with Frenchie, these niggas is rappers. They've been rapping forever. So I gotta come with it. And this is why I come with it. So every time I step, they know I'm stepping, so they better bring it.
Right. And there goes that friendly competition that you're saying. Because y'all not talking about each other, but y'all definitely making each other like, oh, that's what you said? All right. So are y'all...
Friendly competition, nigga,
are y'all
usually
go in the same studio time when y'all do it? Or y'all just like, you do yours, he does his?
Most of the time we together. Okay. Sometimes we're not, but most of the time we're together.
But I can hear the investment in the music, because the beats that you choose and the mastering, because I'm quick to be like, I'm not gonna say I'm an audiophile, but I'm like, let me see if this shit sounds better on Apple Music than it does on Spotify. Yeah. Let me see where it's, because sometimes it really be different. But y'all really put investment into like mixing and mastering your shit, which I truly appreciate.
And let me tell you about that. You know, we do all that shit in the basement, but guess what basement? I know you know Celine.
Right.
You know, remember little Kibu and them? What was their oldest brother name? They lived right next door to Jason and Joseph. Yeah,
on Chill Block. Yeah.
That crib is where we record at. Slim House. He does all the recording. The youngest brother, because they had Kibu and what the fuck is the Tekla?
Wow. Why didn't Golden Era make it to the Golden Era album?
Because it's not original beat.
Oh.
That was I think that's a Nas beat.
Oh.
Yeah, so I found that on YouTube. We did a freestyle.
Wow.
I wish it would have.
That track is insane. Like, I was like, damn, why didn't this shit make it? And that makes so much sense.
You don't want to put nothing on it that these motherfuckers try to take down later.
Right.
Or try to get some money out you. Just say.
Because they just waiting in the cut to get a check. Like, oh, we're going to need that publishing.
Exactly. That's it. That's what they waiting for. So, see, at least with this, and if anything come to happen with the niggas that actually made these beats, I don't mind paying them and working something out with them, even though it was all love and we know what we in it for. Right. But if something was to happen where this shit would give us a situation and they would want to put it out and do that, remaster and all that, everybody would get individually money, because that's just what I'm built on. That's what I love. Know what I'm saying? Everybody eats.
Okay.
Especially if you participated in the album. Know what I'm saying? If you one of the reasons for any one of these songs, you should get paid for it.
Yeah. I got one more question, because we already back at the block.
Man, you done already?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much got everything.
Yeah. That's crazy, right? That shit when you talking and doing shit, that shit go by
and that's why I
fast.
prefer, like, we was gonna go kick it at my sister's house, but this is even better. Like,
Yeah.
And Bless even told me he was way more comfortable driving. I said, then we do driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. So this is the question I ask everybody on the show. Out of all of this, from the ups, the downs, the road, the music, the lock, the shot, everything, what has been the most important lesson you've learned so far from this experience we call life?
Oh, what I learned basically is to stay out the way. That's my lesson I learned. If this shit don't got nothing to do with me, and I don't have nothing to, like, it's no involvement with me, mind my business, man, and take care of family. That's the lesson I learned, because coming up, I was always into some shit. I don't got into shit that didn't have nothing to do with me. I done been locked up for shit that didn't have nothing to do with me. You know why?
Got you.
Because I'm putting myself in things that have nothing to do with me. So this time around, and this way of life is minding my business and continue on to do what I'm doing, and which is music, and try to make a better way for me and mine.
How long is Top Tiger Tuesday gonna go on for? And give everybody, like, where they can find you and all that other good stuff.
Well, Top Tiger Tuesday, I started, like, it was my cameraman, a couple people that believe in me. Like, I had my man Fix, he do most of the videos, and my man Zeus, he do the other part of my videos. So these two men, these are two guys that really believe in me.
They nice with it too.
Yeah, and they fuck with my cracker. They know I'm a hard worker, and they know I'm serious about this shit. So I started that with them and told them my ideas and what I wanted to do. So my man Zeus came in with that. He came on. He actually got the nigga to actually make the Top Tiger Tuesday. You see how it started off?
Yeah, the
Tiger?
animation.
Like, he did it, but then he did that part, he did his part, and then for the new season, what I'm doing now, Fitz did the part where he changed it to 3D so I could do something different for the next season.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So basically, with the Top Tiger Tuesday shit is just to give people that content, get people get them guessing, have them keep to see music and different things, because the visual means a lot. They could actually see, and what I'm doing, what niggas ain't doing, is that when niggas be doing freestyles, they might do a freestyle sitting in their car every Tuesday or every Monday, freestyle this, but it ain't videos.
No.
Do you know what that takes for niggas to actually sit there and really do a video for every track? And these are all freestyle tracks. This shit ain't
because I saw you did one in the fucking 6th floor building staircase.
Yeah.
I saw you did one on a rooftop somewhere. You be everywhere.
Yeah, this shit not cheap. And at the end of the day, I feel like this is something I believe in, so I'm gonna take it as far as I could take it. I'm saying, so basically, like, back to the Top Tiger Tuesdays, I do 10 every season. So it's like,
okay, I
do 10 for the summer, and I do 10 for the winter, and then I go back again. So now I got one left. I'm on number 9, the one I just dropped. I just dropped this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on number 9. I got number 10, but I might do a special edition extension when I put a couple niggas on it, and I do the extended version of a Top Tiger Tuesday when I put some artists on it.
Okay.
For the last, but that's how I'm gonna do. So this is the last month. March is the last month, so I'm gonna do number 10, but then I'm gonna do the special one, and then it's over until the end of May, June.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go from June to maybe August, stretch the days out of Tuesdays, may skip one, but.
Are y'all gonna do a video for commission?
I don't know. We need to.
Man.
There's a couple niggas, yo, you know, so real, I got niggas that really love this record, like my man YB, he loved the fucking album so much, but he loves the No Handout record. Yep. He loves it so much, he ready to pay for the video, the treatment, all that. If my man go to, he's about to pay for the Pretty Brown Nas video, because these are songs that these niggas love and believe in that these could be something, so.
I like how you flow on No Handout.
Yeah.
Like, you started switching up your flow, one and Fear.
And Fears too, yup, that's crazy, you tuned in.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two, I slowed it and picked it up.
Yeah.
On both of them.
And so that's something that you're gonna keep exploring, because again, like, you clearly have evolved and your music has evolved. I mean, one of the first songs I was asking Bless about this shit. I was like, yo, you remember that song where they sampled the Jump sample? It was like, it had like that same, funky worm from the song Jump. Yeah, it was essentially freestyling over Jump, the Jump beat, the crisscross.
Crisscross. Yeah, I think that was a Nipsey beat. Somebody beat.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Yup, hell yeah, I remember that shit. That was for that was AK Part 2. I did that. I got my AK. That shit with DZ's on, right?
Yeah.
And I had my man Landlord on it too.
I can't even find it.
It's not on YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't even know the name of it, but
It's
now I
called
know.
AK Part 2. It's on YouTube. It should be on YouTube.
Look out from the tower block, crazy motherfucker named Joffy. Don't talk much, why? I'll let the gun speak. I cause a massacre, the K put a crack in ya. I don't need no audience, nigga, when I clap at ya. Sweet nigga, yeah, I can see the bitch in ya. Walking with a switch in ya. Only thing you're missing is the click and the tits with ya. So start the protest, the kid will leave your clothes wet. My hands will work a nigga out fast, it's like a Bowflex. I do a nigga greasy for fucking with my paper scrap. The K clap and rap a nigga like a handle clap. Mac Bowler the movement, I'm running with Lou Smith. That'll leave your head all cut from funny movements. So listen closely, I can cheat y'all niggas. I'll treat you like a child, I'll beat y'all niggas. War. It's a Queens thing, we don't play no
I used to like, cause I used to play it constantly out the window, and I would open up the window and I'd be like, yo, what is that? That shit, and that was y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, this took a long time coming for me because I wanted to do it right. Yeah. Like I was like, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you for quite some time, maybe years or whatever. But I knew when it did happen, it would be on time because of course I wanted to show my support and promote and blah blah blah. But I didn't want to like halfway do it. I didn't want to like, yo, I'm over here, I'm doing this, and so it's like the stars are aligning. And then on top of that, I saw when you released the project, I started really listening to it. So I was like, all right, let me put the bird out and just let it be known that we should build. And I'm grateful that we got a chance to do
absolutely.
this. You know what I mean?
Likewise, brother. Yeah, this is a good.
Yeah, but tell folks where they can find you. We out of here.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Joffy_Top Tiger. Facebook, Joffy Top Tiger, JOFFY TOPTIGER. Top Tiger. YouTube, that's my YouTube channel too, Joffy Top Tiger. You can find me on there. And we on all streaming platforms, whatever you could think about, Amazon, Spotify, Apple,
SoundCloud,
Pandora, SoundCloud. All these things is attached to my Instagram, my Facebook, so you will be able to find me.
And I'll put a lot of those because I'm going to build a whole page.
Okay.
It's going to be a New York Said Joffy Top Tiger page that's going to have this conversation or what have you. And then if you got any pictures or whatever, like bio, all of that. So when someone, just assist with your web presence, I know you already got it, but just like, I want to make sure if they come on to New York Said that this shit is official. So.
Yeah, and that's some shit that they love too, because even with a lot of people, they don't get, this is like a lot. This was a good interview. They don't get all this. This is like raw shit. Like, they would love to listen to it. And
that's what I wanted. And that's, I honestly, I was talking to Bless. I was like, yo, Bless, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to get a thorough, official, I want to cover everything. I don't want to just cover the hits and the things that everybody covers. And no disrespect to any other platforms, but it's like, I wanted, one on top of that, we fam. So it's like, I should be able to really get it and not go halfway with it.
That's a fact.
I wanted to create the thing that your daughter could hear. Yeah, like when she's old enough to understand, like, this is who my father is, your mom's, your cousins, like, everybody could get like this bigger picture and do it in just a regular conversation and not like trying to outsmart you or outstory you or, all that other stuff. So,
dope.
It's all love.
All love, brother. That shit was, you know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
My brother.
We ain't doing no beefing on wax, you getting shot. You say your name, you getting shot. Mention the fam, you getting shot. That's it. I ain't playing, I gotta walk with a chop. Up north, I ain't had Jackie, I put a lock in the sock. I keep a dumb out, make sure that they remember the Fox. Merrick niggas, don't make us come and tear up your block. What's up, Brim, no, like I'm from 54. I mean, if I'm broke, I'm gon' risk it all. I take it all, these 223s, I'll probably lift the floor. Different balls, Top Tiger shit, I got a different raw. Rock, come from a different cloth. Sharp blade, I can seize or fade him. Big Mac, we can never be faded. Solidified, I left a mark on the pavement. A marksman with the shotty I'm raising. Knock out your oatmeal, pussy. Keep on thinking I'm playing.
Pussy, yeah. I'm from a town where it go down that. A nigga spin my block, I'ma double heads and throw rounds back. Calm down when the dawn round, cause I don't politic. I send a hollow tip of the hater and make his collar flip. I don't trust a soul, you'll probably snitch. Shit get lit in the spot, you niggas probably switch. I ain't jacking that from where niggas ain't rapping that. We really do this shit for the sport, it ain't no capping that. This industry is for the suckers, black boy the real. A nigga violate me, a Mac ball a deal. That's on the goon, I be talking that life shit. He violate, I violate, choking that white shit. Real nigga holiday, everybody gangster till a gangster walk in and on the fake niggas hibernate. Better calm down and get back. Just know when this shit clap, it go through your vest and your whip crack. As for Queens, y'all ain't fucking with the team. I do this shit for G-Rod Image and Rod Scheme. I'm on the verge, 100 shots, I'm on the purge. A nigga spin my block, I put him on the curve. Raw rag niggas know that man, don't get shot like you owe that man, nigga. Screw.